Zarkazm here, and welcome to Mod Spotlight. Well, kinda. It's more of a resource pack spotlight, but once upon a time it was actually a mod, and it's something I've covered. Some of you may remember about 3 years ago almost, I put out a mod spotlight of a mod called the Sound mod. What this mod allowed you to do was install custom sound packs into the game. This was obviously before Mojang introduced resource packs into the game. Back then, all you had were texture packs. There were no actual sound assets in the pack, so you had to do it through a mod. And this was about, I think it was 1.2.4, I think was the version that I did this on. And what I was specifically spotlighting in this video was the Retro Sounds mod. Now, some of you may not know what that is. I know some of you, I know quite a few people that are kind of just getting into Minecraft in the, the Feed the Beast and Resident Rise, what I call the eras of modded Minecraft anyway. And then, of course, the popularity of Minecraft Pocket Edition and the Xbox versions and now the PlayStation versions, etc., etc. So a lot of you may not know that back in the beta days of Minecraft, the sounds of certain things were actually a lot different. And so what the retro sound pack did is it re-added these sounds. And people like me, like I've been playing since the beta. I know a lot of people that have been playing since alpha. It was welcome, because when the sounds changed, a lot of people hated it. And maybe you'll like some of the older sounds, maybe you won't. It's just what you're used to. We were used to the older sounds, the newer sounds were just kind of eh. So what I have for you today is a resource pack made by the same people that originally made the Retro Sounds pack for the Sound mod, and I'm gonna show that to you. So the Sound mod obviously no longer exists because there's native support now in the game to add sounds. But the Retro Sound Pack creator, he at least updated or created a pack for 1.6, and it's specifically targeted for 1.6.1. I'm actually in a 1.6.4 world, and I've got some things here, some examples to show you. Now, most of you probably are familiar with the sounds already. Of course, these are the door sounds, the chest sounds. Actually, let me turn my sound up slightly. I play with my sound kind of quiet. So you'll probably want to hear the sounds over my voice, right? Yeah. So, standard stuff. And of course, you got your bow sound. But if I were to switch to the Retro Resource Pack and click Done, we have now transitioned to the older sounds. Brace yourself. I miss that sound. Oh man. And you're talking chest sound. Actually, this was back when the chest and door sounds were the same. And this applies to everything. This applies to single chests, double chests, single trap chests, double trap chests, ender chests. We got your single doors, got your double doors, got your single iron doors, your double iron doors, your trap doors, and last but not least, your fence gate doors. On a side note, those curious on how I did the double door, I show you glass box. Pretty simple, basic vanilla redstone stuff. Anyway, moving on. So that's one thing it changed, was all the door sounds. Another thing it changed actually was the water sounds. And let me switch back to the default Minecraft. I'll actually turn this up to 100, dare I. And now just take a listen. You heard that splash. Now, a lot of you probably don't even notice that splash. But if I were to switch back to this, you will find a different sound. Oh. It's a much deeper water sound. Also, back in the day, freaking sheep and cows didn't make noises. And he didn't really make noises walking, I don't think. I don't know, it's been so long. It's been so long. So let's switch back to default and review something else. I shot my bow earlier, correct? So listen to the sound. Of course, we're used to that sound. Now, take a listen to what it used to sound like. Now, also, I should point out, back in that day, bows, the entire bow mechanic actually worked differently. You didn't hold right click to draw the bow, you basically just spam the bow and it would shoot as fast as you could click it. It also didn't arc like that, it would shoot straight. So that actually came around the same time as the 1.8 update, I believe. So I mean, you could spam it faster than that back then. But anyway, enough nostalgia trip there. We actually have some more sounds to compare. Now let's go over here. There's a nice little cave opening. I got some TNT set up. Oh, there's a skeleton down there. We can blow him up. So these are the current sounds. Okay, so we're used to that, right? Switch back to the retro sounds for your comparison. I think that is the sound I missed most of all. I mean, that, to me, that was such a better TNT sound. Ah, creepers as well. Oh, you just noticed that fall damage noise, I bet. Yeah, fall damage was another sound that changed. Or just taking damage in general, I should say. Ooh. Die. Now we do have a creeper. Where'd he go? Come here, creeper. Come blow me up. Creepers were so much more frightening when they could do that. Kill the bat out of spite. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. You get the point there. So TNT sounds different, of course. Damage sounds different. Eating sound isn't different because eating wasn't around back then. The whole food system wasn't even there. Well, I guess poor Mr. Astley. Okay. So yeah, that's really it. That's all this does. Now this is 1.6.4 that I'm doing this in. So the pack is targeted for 1.6. Now I have read that there is a way to get it to work in 1.7. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to upgrade this world. I'll see you back in 1.7. Alrighty, and we are back. I've switched over to 1.7.10. And I've switched to a Sphax texture pack, as you can tell. This is a combination of the Grunge BD Craft pack and the pure BD Craft pack, as the Grunge does not include all textures. At least the last time I checked, it doesn't. But anyway, the reason why I've done this is because 1.7 introduced the ability to have multiple resource packs active at one time. This is as long as you place them in the correct order. As you can see here, I've got the Grunge pack on top. The Sphax pack below it, which it even has an instruction for that, and then of course the retro resource pack, and then finally the default, which I'm guessing is always going to be the last pack. You would always want that to be the last pack. And oh, there is something you do have to do that I should mention, and I'll throw it up on screen. To get the retro sound pack to work on 1.7, you do have to go into the folder and rename. There's a sound folder. You need to rename it to sounds with an S. So plural, the plural sounds. I don't know I don't know why, because even the Sphax texture pack is a sound folder, so I don't know. But I renamed it to sounds, put it in the resource pack folder bit, and as you can see, got my old sounds. Got my old sounds. Haven't seen this grunge pack in a while, actually. And then, of course, let's see. Got the bow. Yep. Got the old sound. Got the old dogs here. Let's go. Let's jump down. Got the old sound. Oh, that's another sound I didn't realize changed. Let's actually, let's get out of here. Screw you guys. That's another sound I didn't realize changed. The skeleton sound. Oop, oop. I believe has changed, or that is a Sphax thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Spawn. Spawn skeleton. No, I'm pretty sure that's the old sound, actually. Let's get rid of this. So links or link is in the description below to download the resource, the Retro Sounds resource pack. Yeah, there we go. That's the sound we're used to. So yeah, that I knew that was the old sound. It had just been a long time since I've heard the old skeleton sound. I don't think anything else has changed. There's not really a complete list, and it's been so long since the sounds changed that I have forgotten everything that changed. Let's put Mr. Astley back in his home. So yeah, that is the Retro Sounds mod pack. Sorry, not a mod anymore. Retro Sounds resource pack. It is designed for 1.6, but with a bit of a rename of the sound folder to read sounds. It will work in 1.7. For all of us old alpha and beta players, the nostalgia is real. So yeah, link in the description. Again, I've been Zarkazm, and I'll see you guys next time.